In my last video, I was called the next Rory Jennings. I was shocked, appalled, my heart, it shuddered. But since then, I've realised that my fate is this. So I've decided to put my big clown shoes on and treat you with with a hot take for all of your Premier League clubs, because that's what he would do. So that's what I'm going to do. Please enjoy. Just as a side note, I actually do respect Rory Jennings, but he's known for saying some outrageous things. So I thought I'd give it a go today. So peace and love. Okay, let's start with a banger. Bournemouth, starting with them because it's alphabetical, and Bournemouth are in AFC. Love to see it, dismantling Arsenal once again off that top spot into second. So with Bournemouth, obviously, last season they flew up the table, massively brilliant, and then obviously everyone thought that was like, oh, I'll have them. Luckily, Iraola stayed, so I think Bournemouth will carry on that trajectory to greatness and will just prosper. What a club. Next is Arsenal, and I thought, not really a hot take if I say they finish second, is it? Not really a hot take if I say they finish first, because that's just not going to happen. So I reckon that they're going to fall off due to injuries this season and get a record-breaking amount of draws, because, they just love just boring football. So they deserve a boring little season here. Aston Villa up next, and nothing has ever gone well at Aston Villa except that time they won like a European trophy or something. So I am putting in my stocks now that they are going to struggle quite badly this season, because it's got to happen at some point. And I think Unai Emery leaves because he's the only man keeping this together. I think there'll be a fallout or something. So yeah, fingers bloody crossed. Next up, we've got Brentford, who will be relegated, I think. Absolute crazy. Probably not that much of a hot take, because they've not had a very good transfer window, have they? It's been pretty awful. Losing Frank, losing their key players, and then replacing Frank with a man called Keith, who looks alright so far, but I've got very little faith. Brighton and Hove Albion, I think they're going to finally do it, because this is hot takes, and so every good club should probably be bad. I don't know. Brighton are going to get Europe. Come on. Up the Seagulls. Burnley up next, and go big or go home. I think Burnley are going to get the record for the lowest points tally in the Premier League, mainly because they sit back and defend, and I don't like it. Get out. Also, Parker is going to be gone by October, if he's lucky, I think. Same old with him, same old. Right, Chelsea up next. As you can see, I'm wearing a blue shirt for the big R-man. And as it's Chelsea, and I'm now the next Rory Jennings, Chelsea are going to win the league, I think, this season. Of course they are. Who would actually disagree with that? They've got Raheem Sterling coming back from a exciting loan. Oh yeah, just another little thing. Last day of the season, I think they'll win the league. They've got to play Sunderland last game of the season, and I think they'll beat them to win it, which will relegate Sunderland. Just as a little pre-hot take there for Sunderland. Unlucky that you know that you're going down now. Unlucky. Crystal Palace up, and they've been flying under Oliver Glasner. An FA Cup win, a Community Shield win. Now they're going to win the FA Cup again, I think, back to back, and get the Conference League done and win the double, which is probably just outrageous. It is a hot take video, so I don't care. What should be right? Everton now, and this is a massive year for Everton. They've got a new stadium. They've got David Moyes, what a guy. And they've actually been able to spend some money this year, and they've actually spent it very well by the looks of it. And they've got Jack Grealish. So, big year for Everton, I think. Mid-table. And they've got Jack Grealish, obviously, like I just said. Could go either one of two ways with Grealish. He could either become prime Thierry Henry at Everton, or he becomes Yannick Bolasie at Everton. I don't make the rules. I'll just spout nonsense. I don't know what I'm talking about now. Cut. Fulham. I struggled with Fulham because they're like mid-table. It's where they belong. If I say they finish below that, that's just stupid. If I say they finish above that, that's probably quite stupid as well. So I've just got them finishing above Man United because... Is that even a hot take anymore? Probably. Man United have spent loads of money, so... Yeah. Big up Fulham. Leeds, I think, will have the biggest final game of the season. They'll win their game, and Sunderland will lose theirs to Chelsea, like I said earlier, which will clinch them safety. So, take that, Leeds fans. I think they're all expecting to finish mid-table. Everyone else is sort of like, well, I don't know. Daniel Farker's not got a great record, has he? So, I don't know. Again, it's hard for a hot take when it could literally be anything for that club. So, final day, excitement. They get all the bloody plaudits, and Chelsea. A double one now. Liverpool and Manchester City. I'm going big. I'm already at home. So, both go trophyless. How about that? That will be the worst take of the season. That is, I'm going to get Rory Jennings levels of hate if this actually ever gets seen for saying that when Liverpool win the quadruple and City go trophyless, actually. But, mad. I don't know why I've said that. Fame. Clickbait. It's not, actually. I kind of actually do think that. It is a bit exaggerated, but I've got other teams winning other stuff, so unlucky guys. Manchester United. Obviously said they're going to finish below Fulham, so they can't do that well this season, so I've got mid-table again. But I think they'll win a cup. I think they'll win the League Cup. I'm not sure why I think that. I just think it'd be like the same with Ten Hag. I think Amorim will be like, oh, probably should be going now, probably sack him off. But we've got the finals, we'll keep him, and then he'll win it, and they'll be like, oh, we've got to keep him now, and then he'll just get sacked a couple months later. And they'll probably get like Unai Emery in, because he's leaving Villa, obviously. So, who knows? Newcastle, now, again, another one that was quite difficult, because, again, anything could happen with Newcastle. They're not going to finish bottom half of the table, but anything in between there and there is fine. They're not going to win the league. So, I've got them having their biggest ever points tally, which is 78 at the moment. I think they'll top it to 79. They'll have a brilliant season. But they still won't win the league. They're not going to win any cups. Unlucky Newcastle, but maybe third, fourth. I don't know what that gets you these days. Everyone's just going stupid with points. It used to be like 85 points would win you the league. Now it's like 105. Well, again, a bit exaggerated there, but... Up next is Nottingham Forest, and they're getting relegated because I hate Nottingham Forest. Actually, I love Mr. Marinakis, and he's really done amazingly and done great things for my football channel. Thank you, Mr. Marinakis. Sunderland, as I've said already, Sunderland are getting relegated, I think. But I think they'll go unbeaten, at least, against Newcastle this season. Whether it be... Well, it will be in the league, obviously, and in cups. Oh, I hope we get a big cup day where we see Sunderland face Newcastle and Sunderland don't lose. That'd be brilliant. Not that I hate Newcastle, but you've got to pick the underdogs, haven't you? Mack 'em. Tottenham now, and I don't want to be biased because obviously I am a Tottenham fan. Just to put it out there, I actually do not like Chelsea because I'm not actually Rory Jennings. I don't know if you noticed, but Tottenham, it is really biased, I think, but we're going to finish above Arsenal this year. Arsenal can't, battle us when they're just drawing all those games that they're going to draw this season. 25, I've heard, is what they're going to draw. So, Hopefully Tottenham get 25 points, to be honest. Coming towards the end of our list, and it's West Ham, second to last. They're going to struggle. I don't know if they are good enough these days, but they're definitely not. They've not really got anyone that I look at and go, oh wow, they're going to blow me away. Paquetá is their standout player, like name-wise, and he's been off it for the last year or so. But the hot take is that they're going to go unbeaten at home against the Big Six. Not against everyone, but yeah, 6 games. Let's say 2 wins, 4 draws for West Ham. It's not actually that great when you say it like that, but unbeaten against the Big Six, it sounds bloody brilliant. Take it. And last but not least, they're always last, and if I ever make a video like this again, I will probably do random shuffled, so Wolves don't have to wait every single time for their name to pop up, and so they don't skip to the end of the video. Watch it all, guys, because it's great for content and stuff. Professional. Wolves are just going to have a relegation battle. They looked really good last year towards the end, but I just don't think the squad's good enough. They're going to really struggle. Fight the teams like Leeds, Sunderland, probably West Ham as well, to be honest. Good luck, Wolverhampton. That's the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully you see me become the next Rory Jennings over the next year and this season. You could see me grow into this influential character in the scene, in the space. I just wanted to end things sort of positively. With this channel, I've felt like there's not been any progression in the first month or so that I would have liked. Obviously, I know there's not going to be like a straight to the top kind of thing, but I feel like sometimes there's been regressions and stuff, and it's been quite hard creatively as well, and time-wise, it's been difficult. Until I watched the videos back, I watched them all chronologically, and I saw presence change. I saw myself come out a bit more in the videos, and I hope that just grows more and more and more. I just hope this carries on as it is. If it doesn't, then I'll just have to become a hate farming, rage baiting, and like thought. Bye, guys.